Hi everyone, I just wanted to carry on the video that I did last time about accessing treatment, and today I want to talk about accessing treatment through sort of clinical routes, medical routes, so through your doctors, for any local services and hospitals and things like that. And I think this can be a really difficult thing for us to be able to do because well, as I always say, a lot of eating disorders, obviously your weight doesn't have to be significantly low for you to have an eating disorder exist and for it to be just as dictating as if your BMI was a low weight. This can be, I think, the same for anorexia, bulimia, obsessive compulsive eating disorder, binge eating disorder, all the different types of eating disorder that exist. It is very much possible for you to have an eating disorder at a higher weight. And so it is really important for you to stress to your doctor that it is taking over your life, that it is a dangerous part of your well-being at the moment, and that it is absolutely controlling every single thing you do. And you need to really put forward that you need help mentally, and also to take control over your body physically. I know the bad thing about doctors is that they are absolutely obsessed with BMI numbers, and that can just affect us massively, saying doctors are so badly educated. I've had doctors say to me, but you're not a low weight, your weight is not low enough for you to have an eating disorder, or you've gained a bit of weight since I last saw you, or you can't access this treatment because your weight isn't there yet, or because your symptoms aren't severe enough, or because your blood sugars are fine, or X, Y, and Z. And so they can be really quite a frustrating experience. So it's really important for you to go in there with the recognition that doctors are general professionals. They're not experts in, I don't know, obesity, or they're not experts in epilepsy or eating disorders. They're not experts in anything. They're general people, so you can't expect them to have the knowledge. Obviously, ignorance is something that should be educated and they should know better, but unfortunately, a lot of people don't. So it's about going in there and making sure that you're safe. So this could be either taking someone with you, a friend or a relative. I've done that with so many of my friends, and my friends have done that for me several times. Or just going in there with the knowledge and the sort of barriers to put up, and just to continuously reiterate in your head, I'm here because I am unwell, I deserve treatment, and to continuously tell yourself that you deserve treatment no matter how severe your symptoms are. You deserve treatment just as much as every single other person, and we always tell ourselves that we don't deserve treatment. There's someone that's more severe than me, they deserve the help, I don't deserve it. And it's just because we, as well with an eating disorder, you often have a lot of self-hatred and a lot of anger towards yourself, so you feel like you don't deserve help. Even when I was at my most severe, I felt like I didn't deserve help and everyone else in the world deserved it more than I did, when actually, yes, I deserved it just as much as anyone. So it's about reiterating that to yourself. And also, make sure you see the same doctor so they have an understanding, so you do not have to keep giving your backstory if you see them on a regular basis. It can be really hard, but be deadly honest. If you're not honest, they can't help you, they can't support you, they're not going to be able to point you in the right direction. You need to be honest. And this can be sometimes hard for you to be able to say the words out loud. So sometimes it's really helpful for us to go in with it written down, for us either to look at it to be able to remember the points that we want to bring up, or to be able to write something down to be able to hand over to your doctor so that you don't actually have to say the words, but they can still understand and then ask the questions from there. Also, I think it is really important that you are persistent. I don't know what it's like in any other country. I've only accessed treatment via the NHS in England, but you need to be continuously persistent to make sure that they do give you treatment, because with all the NHS cuts going on right now, they're cutting mental health services. Mental health services are so difficult for everyone to be able to access them, and it's a terrible, terrible thing. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can personally do, and I wish I could, but I can't. So you need to continuously be persistent, be saying, it's taken over my life. I cannot do this, I cannot do that, I deserve treatment, please, please give me the right direction, or can you give me some form of direction of where to go, where I can access treatment outside of a clinical setting. So any sort of like support groups or anything, because they should have information on that, or ask them to gather information from that from their colleagues, and then you'll revisit them in like a week or so. And obviously ask for blood tests. If they do not tell you to get a blood test, ask for it, demand it. A full blood count, because eating disorders, it does affect every part of your body, and it will, particularly if you may look well, but you do not know what's going beneath the surface. My potassium levels have been deadly before, so has my blood sugars, without even realising it or seeing the signs or not feeling like I was unwell, but feeling absolutely fine in myself, but then it would just hit me, and it's really, really, really dangerous. Eating disorders kill. They kill people at all severities, so it's important to make sure you check your bloods. So I'm going to do another video probably in a few days, continuing this accessing treatment and what to do if you can't, or when you do finally access treatment, if you can access it. So if you've got any questions, all of that stuff, topics that you want to request, go ahead, comment, send me an email, that'd be great. And I'm sending you much love for the weekend, and it's sunny in England. Yay! Yay! Okay, right. See you later. Bye!